You know, with all the things going on in the world today, I was sitting in my bunker and going over some old newspaper clippings. I found this one of my old friend, Reverend Robert Melton, who lived in a little community called Midway, North Carolina. Back in 1994, when I became sheriff, he came to me with a Bible in his hand and some ladies from his church. And he asked for help. For the previous 30 years, drug dealers had controlled his community, a small black community in northern Davidson County, North Carolina, with about 250 residents. It was so bad he couldn't even go into his church without being harassed. So we sat down together and I asked him if he would help me, and if he would have to give me information concerning the drug dealers. I thought maybe, he'd make me up a list or something like that. He grabbed his Bible and said, "Come on," and we walked out the door and went down the street. And this brave man pointed out 18 drug dealers to me and asked me to please help. As you notice, he is black and I am white. I just wonder what he would think about Black Lives Matter or any other group who protest, who burn sheriff cars and police cars, who chant "pigs in a blanket," "death to police." I doubt very seriously he would agree with them. He put his life on the line because when I arrested these people, I could go home. I could go back with my wife and family and friends. He had to stay there with the risk of his life as a Southern preacher. People, we got to change what we're thinking about what's happening today. People who fail to work, men who won't work and support their families, women who have 5 and 6 children out of wedlock. They were raised better. They know better. Even those who came from drug-infested homes, they know that you're not supposed to have 5 children by 5 different men. They know you're not supposed to wear your pants down to the bottom of your butt. They know you're supposed to get along with people. We have a court system for those who don't. This election is probably the most important election in my lifetime. I'm not a big Donald Trump supporter for various reasons, but he is a successful businessman. He has raised a wonderful family. And he has not been in Washington, D.C. Hillary Clinton, on the other hand, has spent her entire life living off the taxpayer's trough. We have provided her with transportation. We have provided her with security. We have provided her with a salary all of her adult life. She has had her chance for 28 to 30 years. Some jobs she did well, some jobs she didn't. But we need a change and we need to get along. Families need to get together, sit around the living room or on the front porch and talk it over. Washington needs to be changed. Senators, congressmen, representatives, governors, if they're in there, they need to be changed. I've been on this earth a long time, and I was told as a young child, listen to the old people. They've seen it all, they've heard it all. And one day you'll be one of them. Well, now I am one of them. I'm just asking people. We need a change. Think about it. Chicago, for example. 500 people have been killed in Chicago. 3,000 have been shot in Chicago. It's not a white and black thing. I know white people who have 5 children out of wedlock, don't work, don't respect their elders, don't respect anything. But someday, it's all going to be turned over to them. And I don't think they're ready. So get your heart right. I've never told anyone how to vote, but I would tell you this. If you ever voted in your life, this should be the time. Have a good day, America.